Chosen from the fields, the anointing of David, a story of God seeing the heart. 1 Samuel 16:13. In a quiet town called Bethlehem, a surprising moment was about to unfold, one that would change the course of history. This is the story of how David, a simple shepherd boy, was chosen by God to one day become king. Israel was in a difficult season. Their current king, Saul, had turned away from God's instructions, and now God was ready to choose someone new, someone with a faithful heart. So God spoke to Samuel, his prophet, "Fill your horn with oil and go to Jesse of Bethlehem. I have chosen one of his sons to be king." Samuel was nervous. After all, Saul was still on the throne, but Samuel trusted God. So quietly he traveled to Bethlehem. When he arrived, the town's elders trembled. Samuel didn't visit towns casually. Something important was happening. Samuel reassured them, "Don't be afraid, I come in peace." Then he invited a man named Jesse and all his sons to join him for a special sacrifice, though no one yet knew why. As the sacrifice ended, Jesse began presenting his sons one by one. Samuel watched closely, waiting for God's voice. First came Eliab, tall, strong, impressive. Samuel thought, surely this must be the one. But God whispered something powerful, something we still need today. Do not look at his outward appearance. People look at the outside, but the Lord looks at the heart. Then Abinadab, then Shammah, then 4 more brothers, 7 sons in total. And every time, Samuel heard the same answer, "Not this one." Samuel finally turned to Jesse and asked, "Are these all your sons?" Jesse hesitated, almost as if he forgot. "Well, there is still the youngest. He's out in the fields taking care of the sheep." Imagine that. So overlooked that he wasn't even invited to the gathering. But Samuel shook his head firmly. "Send for him. We will not sit down until he arrives." And then David came running in from the fields, dust on his clothing, a shepherd's staff still in his hand, the faint smell of sheep around him. He didn't look like a future king, but God saw something no one else could see. The moment Samuel saw him, God spoke clearly, "This is the one." Samuel quietly took his horn of oil and poured it over David's head, oil running down his hair, his brothers watching in stunned silence, and God's Spirit rushing upon David from that very moment. David didn't sit on a throne that day. He didn't become famous that day. He simply returned to his sheep. But now he carried something greater than a crown. He carried God's calling. The anointing of David teaches us something beautiful. God does not choose people the way we do. He isn't impressed by height, medals, or achievements. He looks at the heart. And sometimes, the people the world overlooks are the very ones God is preparing for something extraordinary.
Hi, friends. If you enjoyed this story and feel inspired, there's so much more where that came from. On this channel, we dive into uplifting, faith-filled content to encourage you in your journey. If you're looking for more inspiring Bible stories, lessons of hope, and moments to strengthen your faith, hit that subscribe button now. And don't forget to click the notification bell so you never miss an update. Together, let's grow in faith and share God's love with the world. See you in the next video.